Did you know that you're on your own, kid?
Did you know that you always have been? And did you know that it's too late for you and your white horse?
Did you know you have a white horse that can't come around?
Did you know that you are entitled to financial compensation?
Mesothelioma.
Abby and Kat were born in 1997 and became best friends when they were 6. Grew up together and started a band and bonded over music ever since. 20 years later, they are all grown up and spend their free time analyzing lyrics. Now here they are talking all about their Lord and Savior, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift. Taylor, if you're listening, we love you.
Welcome to Swiftlore Podcast, where we dive in the lyrics and lore of our Lord and Savior, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift.
Absolutely, that's why we're here.
I'm Kat.
I'm Abby.
We haven't recorded a normal episode in so long.
I was thinking about that on my way over here.
Because the last episode we did was the Joe episode.
It was, which was a grand old time. However, I have missed
I've missed yapping about Taylor.
Just yapping, yeah.
Like, we haven't done a full episode since she got her master's back, I don't think.
No, we haven't.
Like, we haven't even really talked about that.
No, so let's start there.
You know what? Are we behind on the times? Yeah, let's just pretend like it's the 1800s and letter writing is still a thing. We just got the newspaper in our small town.
And the pigeon has just transported the message.
The first pigeon got sick. They had to send the second one. And you know how long it takes to train a pigeon to untie a message from one pigeon and tie it on themselves?
It took a while. They don't have thumbs.
Exactly. It was all wing.
It was all wing. First pigeon didn't have enough PTO. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing. It was
pigeon time off.
It was I'm obsessed with that, especially because I'm on PTO for the rest of this week to go to summer camp book club.
Woohoo! Summer camp book club,
or summer club book camp, as they call it.
Summer book, summer club, summer camp,
book club, summer camp, book club.
It doesn't matter what the order of the words.
The order of the words are: I'm on pigeon time off for the week. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah. So we're here. Taylor did get her master's back.
She got her master's back,
yeah,
which is so amazing.
It is.
I've been listening to Reputation, obviously, although I have not listened to anything other than Virgin by Lorde for the last 2 weeks.
Dude, that album is so good.
Me and Bailey, our friend of the pod, Bailey, wanted to go see her really bad, and Bailey got bounced out of it. But then yesterday morning, I was looking at tickets, and I was just I was listening to the album, and I was like, I'm just going to look at what the StubHub tickets. So me and Bailey got resale tickets.
No way!
For only $111 a piece.
Wait, I didn't know this. That's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yay.
I'm so happy because the thing about Virgin is that I can't stop listening to it. It's just been on repeat.
Yeah, I was listening to it on the train to Staten Island, and it was
yeah.
It was a vibe. On the 4th of July. It was a weird day. So shout out to September from the Patreon. Wanted to know what it was like for me now that I could listen to Reputation in full, guiltlessly. And I would just like to say it is feeling good. It's feeling great.
It's such a good album.
It's really good. I'm back. I'm in my Reputation era.
Hell yeah.
But today we're not talking about songs of Reputation.
Mm-mm.
We're actually talking about the final 2 track 5s that we have not talked about yet. As of today, July 9th. It's July 9th.
That July 9th. The beat of your heart.
Wow. Anyway, it's July 9th, 2025. So as of today, there are 11 or 12 track 5s, depending on if you count the anthologies, 2. So we're covering the last 2 today.
Yeah. So I am covering White Horse.
And I'm covering You're on Your Own, Kid.
Abby was like, which one do you want to do? And I was like, Abby, obviously you're doing YOYOK. Obviously you're doing YOYOK. You were like, are you sure you don't want to do it? And I was like, Abby,
it's yours.
It's your song. You claimed this day one after Midnights came out.
I did.
And you know what? I love White Horse. Not as much as YOYOK, but
right.
It's still iconic.
Yeah, it is a really good song.
It's a really good song, and I listened to it a lot when I was 12.
Sure. It's 12-year-old coded.
It's very yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure if the podcast that we guested on is going to be out by the time this episode comes out, and I don't know if it's secret. I don't think it's a secret. However,
but just in case,
we guested on a Taylor Swift themed podcast. It was so much fun.
It was so fun.
You'll be hearing about that. We'll be posting about it when it drops.
Oh, yeah.
So that was exciting. And what has happened in your life?
In my life.
I love them all.
I've been reading a lot of books. I reread the original Hunger Games trilogy after I read Sunrise on the Reaping, because Sunrise on the Reaping devastated me so deeply.
Yeah, I read the first 2 chapters last night, and I don't even know how to feel because it was so devastating already, and I know it's only going to get worse.
It gets so much worse.
Ooh.
I think it's the most brutal Hunger Games book.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a spoiler or anything. I mean, it's like there's 48 tributes. It's like, it's a
Right.
lot. And also, I
Yeah.
think because it's like Haymitch's point of view, and he just has a much more like bleak view of the world.
He does. And this is not a Hunger Games podcast, but I can't wait to talk to you about this off the air. And then, of course, if anyone wants to message us, you can. Yeah, so I'm really excited to finish reading that. Devastating. I started my big girl job, so I work full time now, which is exciting. Thank you. Feeling like an adult, feeling like a grown up.
You are a grown up.
I do buy my grocery at the grocery store.
Just the one.
Just the one. And that's life.
That's death.
That's a Joe lyric. He's still in the brain. Yeah, he's still in the brain. I want to get back into reading. I want to get back into writing. I'm trying to get into a new routine. Like when there's a big shift in your life and you just sort of have to adjust, and
yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And I'm still in that adjustment period, but things are going good. So yeah, I think today might be the closest I come to oversharing, because I'm going to be talking about You're on Your Own, Kid, which very much represents me as a person and my life. And you guys who have been listening know that I tend not to reveal a lot of personal information about myself or like personal stories. We'll see.
And I love to yap about myself.
You're on your own, kid.
YOYOK.
YOYOK if you're cool. Guys, it's a track 5 on Midnights. Mm-hmm. It was episode 10 on Midnight's Mayhem with me, which is funny because the last song I covered was Labyrinth, which was the 11th song on Midnight's Mayhem with me.
And also Labyrinth, I believe, is the 10th track.
Oh, that's wild.
That is wild.
Wow. Okay. Wow. This was written and produced by Jack and Taylor, a.k.a. Swift and Off. It is 3 minutes and 14 seconds long, which is a pi number, so slay.
Love that for her.
Math nerds rise. Apparently, on the Target Lavender edition, there's a strings remix of this song.
There is. I have listened to it.
Is it as painful as it seems?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. I, like, kind of need it, and also I don't ever need it, you know?
It's like easier to cry to. You know?
Okay. All right.
I remember I got the CD, like, I want to say I got the CD, like, right after my grandpa died, and then I was just sitting in my car listening to it and crying.
What is up with Midnights and grief? I think everyone was just grieving in 2021 or 2022, whenever this came out. I think it was 2.
I think it was 2.
It was 2. This is the most played surprise song on the Eras tour.
And yet, we didn't get it.
Beats out Maroon. And it's the reason why we all make friendship bracelets, which is kind of wild for me to think that came from this song.
I know.
On her 10th album.
It's so crazy that, like, one little line that is just, like, it's not even in one of the verses. It's in the outro.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I mean, we've got friendship bracelets up behind us. I was telling Abby before we started recording that I ordered, like, a Swiftie themed planner, and it came with a friendship bracelet. We have friendship bracelets over here that Matea made us.
Yes. So it's just really cool how all of us really latched onto that because of this song. It's also... Oh,
sorry. I was just going to say that, like, the friendship bracelet of it all has, like, grown past Taylor Swift fandom.
Yeah.
And now, like we went to Orla Gartland, there was a girl that gave us friendship bracelets. When I went to see Fall Out Boy, there was a girl that gave me friendship bracelets.
Yes. Shout out to those people who hand out fun things at concerts.
Yeah, you
we
guys
love
are so
you.
cool.
This is also the song that is showcased as the surprise song on the Eras Tour movie, which was a surprise to me when I saw it in theaters. Did not know that.
Yes, I sent it in the group chat before we went to see it with invisible ink so that people could choose whether to be spoiled or not.
Well, I wasn't like necessarily choosing not to be spoiled. I just, I guess I at that point was not.
We were busy.
I was not reading the group chat as much as I do now. I feel like our group chat is like more active than ever.
Oh,
we are all in it.
We're in it.
We're in it. We're sharing.
My long con of making my best friends be friends has panned out.
It really has. We're like a squad.
We are a squad now. I've done it.
So anyway, it was a pleasant surprise for me. I did get emotional about it. I do have a list of the places she performed this song. She sang it in Tampa, Florida on April 14th, 2023, Los Angeles, California, August 5th, Mexico City, August 26th, and then in 2024, in Tokyo, February 10th, Dublin, June 30th, and then part of a mashup with 15 in Singapore, March 7th, which would have ended me. Oh, I guess she did that mashup twice.
Oh, wow.
She also mashed it up with Long Live in Lisbon.
Rude.
With State of Grace in Dublin.
Love.
With The Archer in London. And with Long Story Short in Toronto.
I love that that's the last time she played it on the Eras tour was mashed up with Long Story Short.
That is. I just got chills about that. But also we didn't get to see it. And that's sad. But maybe for the best.
Yeah, because, like, you know, my mental health always hanging by a thread.
Right, of course.
And that, snip.
Was that you cutting bangs?
Yeah.
With the Menti bee
The
bang.
of it all.
Yes.
Growing my bangs out.
They look really cute
Thank
now. I like the little curl you got going. And the pink is a slay as well.
I love my little pink under whatever.
We mentioned this in the Jope episode for people who didn't listen to the Jope episode. That we took a break, and then when we came back, Kat had pink hair and I had bangs. And that's just kind of where we were.
And you know, sometimes that's how it be.
Sometimes that's how it be. All right. Labyrinth used the Moog, right? Mm-hmm. You're on Your Own Kid also uses the Moog, which means that I now deem this album Moog Nights. It's also in Mastermind.
Oh, I love Moog Nights.
Moog Night supremacy.
Except on Moog Nights like this, Moog Nights like this.
Every time she says midnight, I'm going to replace it with Moog. Moog Nights. This song is a coming-of-age song. It's very much catered towards Taylor's personal life. Or is it?
Is it?
Or
I
is
thought
it?
it was about my life.
I think it is about my life. But I also know that that's a very common thing. Because a lot of people, it's like the girlies that get it. You listen to this song, and there's something so relatable about it. And like Megan Collins was talking about how the way you relate to people in your writing is to make things as specific as possible so you can latch onto those details and like be right there with them. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this song does that very well. Yeah,
because the thing is, like, for me, when I listen to this song, like, if there's any details that don't directly apply to my life, I can think of like a parallel detail.
Right. It be like that.
I do.
Critical reception. John Woolmacher from Beats Per Minute said, "It feels like Swift is using pop music to cast a shadow over the brightly illuminated truths within her lyrics." And I love that take because I too find this song's ending to be deeply sad as opposed to hopeful, which most people think that it's hopeful, but you can't fool me, Taylor Allison Swift. I see right through your hopeful pop music. I see you for what you really are.
Depressed.
We're sad. I keep saying that. I can't stop. It's like when I was watching.
I made a reference to it, and then the person like clearly did not.
When we were guesting on the other podcast.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. I was like, when did this happen? You were there, of course.
Yes, we both said it, and then the person who was we guessed on the podcast for had no idea, and we had to explain it, which, as you guys know, makes it so funny when you have to explain your reference.
But at least she didn't think we were calling her ugly.
That's true. And then when I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, there's a scene where Jeremiah tells Conrad, "Now I know, now I see you for what you are." And so I filmed that and sent it to Kat by going, "Which is ugly." We're done.
Ooh, Summer I Turned Pretty comes back, I think this weekend.
I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I just rewatched it. I'm ready to go.
I can't rewatch it, but I know what happened.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I constantly tell Kat that I don't know what it is about that show that I go feral for, because the concept of a love triangle with two brothers is so icky to me, and yet
I feel like it just hits right in the like nostalgia summer vibes.
Yeah, it's
and
so
all
good.
the Taylor Swift music.
All the Taylor Swift music. So anyway, I'm excited for that to come out. You guys will probably hear us talk about it more. Mm-hmm. So personal connections, I already talked a little bit about that, but I also, for all the Midnight songs, when I first listened to them, did like a live note reaction. So for this one, I wrote, "OMG, track 5, Wreck Me Please." That was before it started. And then the very next note was, "I'm gonna die."
OMG, fuck me up, Florida. Oh no, Florida fucked me up.
I'm gonna die. I laughed so hard reading that.
It's so good.
I also wrote, "Is this shit about Drew?" which cracks me up too.
Drew be looking at me.
Drew be looking at me. I touch my phone as if it's Drew's face. Anyway, I call this song nostalgic and painful, which I feel like are exactly the two adjectives.
Yeah.
And I originally ranked this at number 2, just below would've, could've, should've, and it's pretty much stayed there. It's that and Labyrinth, which are that's like my top 3. So, oh, okay. It feels like I travel through time and my memories while listening. Okay, Abby.
Okay.
Sometimes I write things. So now we'll get into the lyrical breakdown. I know it's taken me a bit to get here.
You know what?
Here we are. Summer went away, still the yearning stays. Woof. Okay, so there's this concept of summer. Summer. What time is it?
Summertime.
So for Taylor saying summer in this song is kind of reminding me of like in Tim McGraw, where the time we woke up to find the summer gone. There's August, which is about this like summer of romance. Cruel Summer, which is about the summer of romance. Like time and time again, summer is seen as like the season of love. And so she's saying summer's gone, and yet my heart is still with this person.
Yeah. Girlies who can never have a summer fling rise.
Right? I also wrote this note and I stand by it. So Taylor going, summer when, like for me, it's the equivalent of the G note and Welcome to the Black Parade.
True.
Like I hear summer and immediately I'm like, ah, like.
Yeah, I feel like it's good that wasn't a surprise song at our concert because I was standing next to you and my eardrum would have burst from the scream. You know?
I truly don't know what my reaction would have been. So I play it cool with the best of them. I love this line because the cool girl trope is like all throughout her music as well, like trying to act cool and tough, but being deeply insecure on the inside. I feel like everyone has to feel that way, right?
Yeah. Everyone, at some point, like everybody feels like imposter syndrome-y and like you have to act like you're cool or what, especially when you're like in middle school, high school.
Yeah. And the coolest thing about this line, cool, is that she's saying, I play it cool with the best of them. So she's surrounded by people who are also playing it cool, but she feels like they're doing it better than her. They're like, no, they're like actually cool. And I'm just trying really hard.
Yeah.
Which is so real.
Yeah.
And just comparing yourself to other girls and just wishing you were like that and not seeing the potential in yourself. Just standard teenage girl experience, I feel.
Yeah. And then it's wild because the people that you're like, oh man, I wish I was more like them, wish that they were like someone else.
Right.
It reminds me of like, what's that movie? Is it Midnights in Paris or something where like it's about a writer who gets to go back to like the 1920s in Paris, like by standing in a certain place in the city at like midnight.
Oh.
And then when he's like back in time, he tells like this woman about it and she's like, oh my God, like let's go back to like the 1890s or whatever. Like that was the best time. And he's like, no, like I came back here because this is the best time. She's like, no, this sucks. I want to go back. So it's like everybody always has that ideal of like, yeah.
Grass is always greener.
Exactly.
I wait patiently. He's gonna notice me. Is such a, like, the way she says it, she sounds so like hopeful but sad but like naive.
Yeah. And like, honestly, kind of painful to be pairing this with White Horse.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's literally like, maybe I was naive, got lost in your eyes.
Yeah. It hurts. It's just hurt. She's just like, I wait patiently. I'm waiting for this person. He's going to notice me. Like this hope.
He's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar.
Oh my goodness. That's painful. That lyric is like the most surprisingly painful for me. And especially the way she sings it.
Because it's just, I mean, who hasn't like hoped that somebody that they had a crush on was going to notice them because they like want the other person to want them as much as, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. We're the best of friends. Ah! Like,
You alarmed the dog.
oh, sorry, Spare.
It's fine.
So this song is a lot of
running away. She left the
I
room.
Spare. She said, I can't deal with you and your BS right now.
She said, you're on your own, kid.
Oh, Spear. She did it for the bit, and I love that for her.
Oh, my daughter.
Your daughter.
My daughter.
So a lot of the song is her convincing herself that she's okay, or that things aren't as bad as they seem, or as bleak as they seem, or that it's, you know, and over the course of the song, I feel like she just loses that almost.
Yeah. Because it's so hopeful.
Right. Because she's like, it's okay. Like, we're best friends. Even if he doesn't notice me, even if he doesn't like me in that way, like, we're still friends. And that's great.
At least I get part of you.
Yeah. It reminds me of Teardrops on My Guitar or like You Belong With Me also, where You Belong With Me does have a happy ending.
Yeah.
But more often than not, the person doesn't feel the same way back. And then you're just left waiting. Anyway, she sounds so sad as she like transitions to this next scene. It's like she finally is like, it's okay, we're the best of friends. Anyway, I hear it in your voice. Like she transitions because she's like, actually, I don't like that thought. I'm going to pivot to a new one. And each time it gets sad.
Yeah. She's like, actually, let me think about something else. Oh no, that's sadder. Let me think about, oh no.
Oh no. Ooh, oops, all sad.
Everywhere I turn, sad.
So she moves into, I hear it in your voice. You're smoking with your boys. I touch my phone as if it's your face. So this like paints a picture of her talking on the phone with this guy and being like, oh, it's like you're right here with me. Meanwhile, he's just like smoking with his friends.
Yeah. I'm also imagining like a Motorola Razr, pink.
Yes.
Bedazzled.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
That's what she's caressing.
You know what's funny is that his face is also pink and bedazzled.
Because he's just so stoned. He's stoned and he let his friends bedazzle his face and paint it pink.
That sounds like something boys would do.
It does sound. You know, that's what boys will be boys.
That's actually what boys do. It shows this familiarity of like, she can hear in his voice. She knows what he's doing and what he's up to. And she's just trying to be a part of it and pretending like she is, but she's also not.
Like, you know, he's with the boys, like she's not invited. Even though they're just friends. So in theory, this is probably her friend group hanging out without her.
Right. And like with your boys too. Like every word of the song is carefully chosen, I feel.
And also like the way that she sings this first verse, there's something like so, I don't know, like there's like an innocence like to the way that she sings it. Like she sings it very like softly and very like, summer went away.
Yeah.
Like it's very... And then it like, as it goes on, her voice becomes like stronger. But at first it's kind of like...
Yeah, it starts off, you can literally hear her grow up in this song. It's horrifying and devastating and great.
And so real.
Some people mishear this line as I touch my phone as it fits your face, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'm pointing it out because some people think that's what it says.
Okay, Starbucks lovers.
Literally. Those are the same Starbucks lovers for sure. I didn't choose this town. I dream of getting out. There's just one who could make me stay all my days.
Oh, wow. This really does parallel White Horse a lot.
Oh, boy. I can't wait. So it's giving Dorothea and 'Tis the Damn Season with, like, getting out of your hometown versus staying for the person that you love. I love that this, like, again, this sort of childlike or teenage girl critique of, like, well, I didn't choose to be in this stupid, dumb town, and I deserve better than this, and I'm more special than this town, and I'm going to get out unless
I'm shining like fireworks over your sad, empty town.
Unless this guy likes me back, and then I'll stay.
Yeah.
Like, that...
The only thing that could make this bearable is if my crush has a crush on me.
Right. Or, as I painfully wrote, I would choose to settle down here if you chose to be with me.
Rude.
It was rude of me.
Rude.
I will continue to be rude for the remainder of this lyrical breakdown.
Rude.
So we get to one of the best ways I think she's ever described time, which is from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes. It's so cool. The way that she uses sprinkler splashes, which is, again, this childlike sort of activity that happens in the summertime, to fireplace ashes. So ashes are after something has burned out, extinguished, and it's like all that's left is this like soot. And usually that happens in winter. So it's the passage of a full year, which is so cool. Like, what a cool way to note that.
Especially because it's like summer went away. So it's like a microcosm of like summer went away. So like the first verse is kind of like in the fall, winter. And here it's like the bigger version of that of like it. Like the sprinkler splash is like the summer as a metaphor for like the summer of your life. And
Yeah. I waited ages to see you there. Like at this point, she's waited at least a year.
Yeah.
Which to a teenager is ages.
Mm-hmm. Having a crush on someone for a full year as a teenager is like crazy.
You're in love. For sure.
For sure.
I searched the party of better bodies. So again, it's like I play it cool with the best of them. In this one, she's specifically talking about these people's bodies of like physically how they look. So I'm scanning this room of people that are more pretty than I am just to learn that you never cared. Ow. Ow.
Ow.
This could be referencing the thing that she talks about on Red of her 21st birthday party with I Almost Do and All Too Well. But also, this happened to me no less than 3 times. Thrice. I would like to say on the record, thrice. As a teenager, I had a crush on someone, and then at a party, I found out they did not like me back. That happened 3 times.
Wait, that's wild.
Wild, right? By the 3rd time, I was like, are you freaking serious?
If I had a nickel.
I will never go to a party again, and I only have 15 cents to show for it. Anyway, so that line has always hit me as well. And then we get the chorus, you're on your own, kid, you always have been. This is actually referenced in the NYU doctorate speech that she gave, which is funny because Labyrinth was also referenced in that speech. So I'm on a roll here.
She's in her Easter egg era.
But she said, how do I give advice to this many people about their life choices? I won't. Scary news is you're on your own now. Cool news is you're on your own now, which is so real.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that a lot, like that transition into adulthood and how freeing it is and also how terrifying it is. Mm-hmm. I think that in the context of this song, though, it implies like a much more sad meaning of she never really got to have a childhood because she was always taking care of herself. Like she's always been on her own. She's never gotten the guy. She's always just had to deal with things on her own.
Yeah. And it's like that idea of you at the end of the day, like the only person you have is yourself kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like I always see that in like self-help stuff of like love yourself because you're the only person you have.
Right.
But then it's like that's a lonely thought.
Yeah.
But like in a way it's true. That's the only like constant is that you will always be there for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. So second verse, I see the great escape. From Getaway Car, Great Escape, the prison break. So in the context of time, she's kind of moved from Red to Reputation. So long, Daisy May. So Daisy May is the stereotypical good girl character. So in this context, Taylor is saying goodbye and like breaking free of the mold because she was very much seen in her early days as like the good girl, the country singer, the nice girl, et cetera, et cetera. And then Reputation era came out and she was like, no, I'm not. Because, you know, we all have that moment.
Yeah, where it's just like because her like early persona was built on like I'm a teenage girl and like I have crushes and like if you're mean to me I'm gonna write a mean song about you and then that ended up kind of getting weaponized against her and she was like, oh no.
Yeah. One interpretation that I made up that I don't think is actually real at all, and I'm gonna say it anyway.
Do it.
So when you think about Daisy and May, so long Daisy May. So if we're talking about so long May, summer went away. So long Daisy is a flower, and the very next lyric says, I pick the petals, he loves me not. So I don't know if that's anything, but could be. So I pick the petals, he loves me not. It shows, again, this age of like when you're younger and you're trying to find the signs, like whether or not this person likes you, so you're picking the petals. And it's her coming to terms with the fact that like, no, he doesn't love her. Even the flower says so.
Like, which like, you know, you're down bad when you're picking petals off a flower. And like, when even the flower is just like, girl, he doesn't like you.
Yeah. And this could be the same guy from the first verse, or it could be a different guy. Mm-hmm. And it's just her again and again being like, he doesn't like me. He never cared.
Oh, I just thought of another sad thing with Daisy in Don't Blame Me. I once was Poison Ivy, but now I'm your Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
And he loves me not.
Ow. So I think it's very Reputation.
Yeah.
I think this verse is very Reputation. Something different bloomed. So she's like, well, I gave up on this flower. Something different bloomed, writing in my room. I play my songs in the parking lot. I'll run away. So the heartbreak allowed her to write songs and then gain success. So now we're getting into like this big boom. We're about to get into it. But she's basically saying that like, fine, you broke my heart, but at least I can make something out of it. At least something else is growing from it. I love the detail of her writing in her room, but playing the songs in the parking lot. Like she'll start there. She worked hard for the success that she got, stopping to record stations and dropping off her CD, you know, like that's just the kind of person she is.
I also think of like, I play my songs in the parking lot of like our song was it our song or Tim McGraw that was a single because she played it for her friends or like,
I'm not sure.
I feel like there was some interview or something that I saw where she was talking about, maybe it was her and like Abigail talking about Taylor like playing her songs for the first time and like talking about like sitting in their car and listening to it.
Oh.
I could have made that up or I could just have random lore.
I believe you.
The recesses of my brain.
You're usually right on, so I believe you. And then I'm going to get into like with the I'll run away of it all. She wants to escape her life to secret gardens, perhaps. Very much I hate it here. We get back to the pre-chorus. She changes one of the lyrics to, I called a taxi to take me there. So it's her managing to get out of her town, which she mentioned earlier in the song. She's like, I'm finally leaving because he doesn't love me. I waited, he doesn't love me, I'm going. I searched the party of better bodies just to learn that my dreams aren't rare. Are you kidding?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so I searched the party of better bodies. I'm assuming, like, the way I picture this is, like, she makes it to Nashville or she makes it to Los Angeles. She's at a party of all these other famous people who are notoriously beautiful. Like you walk in somewhere like that, everyone's so gorgeous. Like the time we saw Charlie Cox in person, we were like, what? That's not
like, whoa, he really, like, you looking like that.
He's even prettier in person, guys.
He is. It was really weird.
Wild. So it could be meaning that. Or it could be her searching the party of better bodies, as in these people around her have better bodies of work. They have better songs that she hasn't written.
That's so interesting. See, I always saw it as like her going to like a party in Nashville of other hopeful songwriters and realizing that like, oh, all of these people are going for the same opportunities that I am, and only one person can get like whatever we're going for. Like my dream, when you come from like a smaller town and then move to Nashville, like in your small town, you might be the only one who has like the drive and like the ambition to move to Nashville. But then when you move to Nashville, it's everybody from every small town all over the country that came here to become a country star. Yeah.
And like on a much smaller scale, for me, I've sang my entire life. I've always been a quote unquote good singer. And so one time I went to Nashville and I was like, oh, I'll sing karaoke. It'll be super fun. But like everyone there was a professional singer, like could have gone and like been a professional singer. And I realized like, I'm not, like, I don't know, it was just this really sad feeling of like, oh, I'm not like special in being a good singer at all. And like these people are more trained than me. They've had more time to work on it. So it was this really sad feeling, and that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
You're on your own, kid, you always have been. And then there's this instrumental break. And this is when she really starts to have a mentee B. But it's also like this really cinematic sounding, this might be the Moog. Maybe it's the Moog.
Maybe it's the Moogaball.
Maybe it's Moogbaline. So the bridge happens. Apparently someone made a TikTok that had each line from this bridge correlates to a different Taylor Swift era.
Yes.
And she liked the TikTok. I don't know. I don't think that means it's confirmed.
And it's that she likes the theory.
She likes the theory. And it's a fun theory. Reading through this, I think it's kind of a stretch, but I think it's fun. So she starts with from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes again. But we keep moving through time, and she sort of tells the story of what happened to us in this like flurry. It's kind of like Keep Driving by Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Where it just keeps going. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. Like, she worked so hard. I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss.
Fucking rude, Taylor.
That's the rudest line in this song.
That's the rudest line in this song. Because what do you mean my unhealthy control mechanisms will not help me in my life?
Yeah.
You're being a little too loud.
Right. It's devastating because earlier in the song, she's at a party. I searched the party of better bodies.
Yeah.
Now she's saying I'm hosting the party and I starved my body.
Yeah, like I've become the ideal, and like what the fuck was it all for?
Right. Like I'd be saved by this perfect kiss. And like I feel like this is such a common feeling of being this cool girl, or trying to be this cool girl, providing space for others and making yourself as small as possible in hopes that someone will scoop you up. And there's this idea that at the end of the movie, there's this kiss. And from there, it's happy ever after. But in real life, the movie just keeps going and all the other problems are still there.
Yeah.
So that feeling. Ow. Big ow. The jokes weren't funny. I took the money. My friends from home don't know what to say. People were constantly scrutinizing her in the media.
Constantly.
About her being a slut, etc. The jokes weren't funny, but she took the money. She sort of like, I don't know how you want to phrase it. I mean, fame is
I mean, the thing is with like women are expected to laugh at jokes.
Yeah.
Like, remember what a huge thing it was when she didn't laugh at the misogynistic joke at the Golden Globes? I wrote a whole poem about it because I was so angry.
Yeah. I remember the poem. It was good.
I like it. It's a good poem. But like, it's that idea that like the jokes weren't funny, but she still laughed because that's what she knew she had to do to like get ahead in her career. So she just had to let these derogatory comments go.
Yeah. I also think that her saying I took the money is saying that like she could have chosen not to take the money and been a more virtuous person. She could choose to like give all her money away to charities and stuff, and she doesn't. And how some people are just like, you have so much money and for what? You know, like that kind of thing, like calls her greedy. And it's really freaking hard to be in this industry and in this business. And there's a lot of feelings, and I won't get into all that right now. But I think that this is also all part of that. Like, she understands the conflict here.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked really hard. What do you mean I'm supposed to just, like, not?
Yeah, and it's like that. Like, people who criticize her and are like, oh, like, she does all these variations so she can make more money. It's like, yeah, this is her job. Like, yeah, she has a ton of money. She does routinely give it away, just randomly, and, like, to tons of people. And it's not like, I don't, like, obviously there's no ethical billionaires, blah, blah, blah. But, like, this idea of, like, taking the money also of, like, she's a businesswoman and she gets criticized for making smart business decisions.
Right.
And she's just like, I took the money. Like, I made the smart business decisions. Like, I did the things that worked best for me.
Yeah. And now her friends from home are like, you've changed, bro.
You've sold out.
You sold out. Like, we don't get you anymore. It's like, yeah, well,
it's because
what
I'm
do you
shining
want from
like
me?
fireworks over your sad, empty town, bitch.
Yeah. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away. This is potentially reference to Carrie by Stephen King, the book or the movie, which I think I can spoil Carrie at this point. There's a girl who's bullied the entire movie, and at the end she goes to prom and she's prom queen, and then the bully spills pig's blood all over her in front of everyone and she gets laughed at, and it's awful.
And then she kills everyone.
She kills them all. Yeah.
You know what? Valid crash out queen.
Also, that movie's incredible. I rewatched it like a year or two ago.
I need to watch it. I don't know if I ever have. I've seen like parts of it.
It's genuinely very good and very painful, but very good. This could also be referencing like the 2009 VMAs. She looks around in her gown. Kanye. So the thing that they can't take away when she looks around could be the secret garden. You know, her body of work, her songs. Like, they can't take that from me, even if they're laughing at me, if they're booing, if they're spilling blood on me. Or she looks around at this crowd of people that are cheering her on, and she saw something they can't take away, because no matter how much they're cheering for her, it's not going to take away this fact that she always feels like she's not good enough.
Ouch.
Like, they can't take that away from her. She just has to do it on her own.
I almost like also imagine it as like her looking around in a blood-soaked gown and like finding a mirror or something, and like the one thing they can't take away is herself.
Oh.
Like, they've got my past frozen behind glass, but I've got me.
That's also possible. Yeah.
And no matter what, it hurts.
I think that line can have the most different interpretations to it. And I've seen a lot of discourse about that. Because there were pages turned with the bridges burned. This is when I start to think that the song, like, a lot of people think this is a hopeful ending, and I'm saying, no. She's throwing every cliche, corny thing in. She's like, when one door closes, another opens.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you burn a bridge, a page is turned, and I write more songs, and I make more money, and everything's fine. Like, everything you lose is a step you take. Like, she's trying to remind herself, like, don't worry, you lost everything, but you're still moving forward, you're still doing the thing, everything's fine. This is also incredibly wild to do right after the Joe episode, because there's a lyric in Egg that says every step that you take is another one back, another regret, another step to take back.
Yeah.
So it's wild.
It's like that idea of like when you're in the like worst phase of your life is when you find all those like motivational quotes and stuff. Like happy people do not search out motivational quotes.
Yeah. There's BoJack Horseman. One of the seasons starts with him getting on a self-help kick where he's just walking around and just like listening to self-help tapes and being like, talking about all these acronyms. Anyway, that's what this reminds me of. Like, you're not okay just because you can recite quotes. So make the friendship bracelets. Take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid.
Afraid.
I think it's all good. I think this is her trying to connect with her inner child and find like this joy and zest in her life again that she was talking about in the beginning of the song. Because at this point in the end of the song, she doesn't have that anymore. She's so far removed from the beginning of the song. And she's reminding herself again, like, she's saying you've got no reason to be afraid, but that's kind of invalidating herself and negating everything else that she just said in the bridge.
Yeah.
Like, she's got many reasons to be afraid, but she's telling herself, don't worry. You have no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. You can face this. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. You've always faced this, and you've always made it through.
Yeah. Something about the line, like, yeah, you can face this, like that.
Yeah.
that makes me cry like every time I listen to the song.
Yeah. Because it's not like she's on her own still.
Yeah.
After all that.
You can face this and you have to face this.
Yeah.
Like whatever comes, the option is survive or die.
Yeah. And then there's that like, I don't know if it's like a horn. It's not a horn, but what's that noise at the very end of the song?
Is it a moog?
It's, it's probably moog. Everything, I'm just going to call everything that I don't know moog.
Everything is moog.
Everything is moog. Like the sound at the beginning of 400 Lux. What is that sound? That. It's probably a moog. You know, after you did that, I said, you know what? That sounds just like a moog, actually. Anyway, it goes straight from that into rain. You wanted a comfortable, which is it's a whiplash. But
yeah,
we've already talked about Midnight Rain. Anyway, my discussion question, we kind of touched on it. Like, is this a hopeful ending? Do you think this is, because some people do find the ending very hopeful.
I mean, I think that it can go either way. And I think that's kind of the beauty of the song is like, the good news is you're on, or the scary thing is you're on your own, but the good news is you're on your own. Like it's both. Yeah. It's both hopeful and terrifying. Cause like that's kind of what life is.
Yeah.
Is like you're living for the hope of it all, but also you know that like there is going to be like bad things and chaos and like sadness. So it's kind of like you've gotten through everything that's come so far that's been hard, but you also got to experience everything that's been good. Like having that crush before you got your heart broken, like that was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like before things turn bad, they're good. So like there will be good things again. There will be bad things again.
There are still beautiful things.
Yes, exactly.
Damn, that was well done. Well done.
Thank you. I have a lot of thoughts.
We did it. We got it through. We got yo-yocked.
We yo-yocked.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
She yoed on my yak.
No. No, yak. No.
Man, I'm about to be on my own kid because she's going to leave.
I'm going. I'm out.
And now, White Horse. This is track 5 on Fearless and Fearless Taylor's version. It is track 11 on Fearness on Furnace Platinum Edition.
Furnace.
On Fearless Platinum Edition. We got there in the end. This song was written by Taylor and Liz Rose, and it was produced by Taylor and Nathan Chapman on the original version, which is no longer the stolen version, which is
amazing.
So fun.
Amazing.
That now I get to say original version of my notes instead of stolen.
Wow.
Wow.
Also, sorry, random thought. We just went from You Have No Reason to Be Afraid to the album Fearless. Just saying.
Fearless.
Or Furnace, as some people call it.
Oh, who would do that? Weirdo. So on the original version, it was produced by Taylor and Nathan Chapman, and then on Taylor's version, it was Taylor and Christopher Rowe. This was the second single off of Fearless.
Yawns are coming! First yawn!
Yo, I'm so good at yawning with my mouth closed. I didn't just do it, but I did it in person at a meeting today, and nobody called me out.
Yo, yonk.
So you're on your yonk. Get off my lawn, kid. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. We're just playing word association. My ADHD meds are gone.
Yep.
All bets are off. I had an energy drink at like 2 p.m. We're out here.
Oh, boy.
Woo. So this was the second single from Fearless. This is my 4th bullet point, and I've already repeated myself so many times. So
okay.
This is the second single from Fearless. And it peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it was number 2 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. It is certified double platinum, and not just in my childhood bedroom, but like in real life.
Right.
And she almost didn't put the song on Fearless because she thought there was already too many sad songs, but she played it acoustically for Shonda Rhimes and another producer of Grey's Anatomy, and they said, actually, we need to put that in the show. And she said, oh my God, this is the best moment of my life, and she put it on the album, and it was featured in the first episode of season 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, we know that she loves Grey's Anatomy. She does have a cat named after the main character.
That's true. I love that she got to play for Shonda. That's great.
I love that. And she's on her little acoustic guitar, and apparently they like freaked out and loved it. So in terms of performance history, this song has been performed many times. According to setlist.fm, it's been played 139 times, not including any like mashup variation. That's just like straight up the song.
Wow.
I know it was on the Fearless Tour set list, and it's been in surprise songs throughout her other eras. The first ever time that she performed this live was November 23rd, 2008 at the AMAs. And it was a surprise song on the Eras Tour thrice. The first time was March 25th, 2023, which was night 2 in Vegas, which was like the second weekend of the Eras Tour. It was the piano song, and the guitar song was Cowboy Like Me with Marcus Mumford. Banger. And then next time she played it was February 23rd, 2024 in Sydney, Australia.
Sydney?
And this was on piano mashed up with Coney Island with special guest Sabrina Carpenter, which I forgot this happened. I forgot that she had Sabrina Carpenter twice as surprise song guests. Because the other time was when she came out and did Please, Please, Please an Espresso.
Right. Iconic.
And the guitar song that night was How You Get the Girl. So fun.
I love how you let me just echo Sydney like really quietly while you were talking.
I'm going to be so honest, I did not hear you.
No? Okay. So just know it happened.
Sydney. I'll hear it when I listen back.
Yeah.
And the last time that she played this on the Eras Tour was in Miami, Florida, on piano, mashed up with Lommel.
Ow. Ow.
And the guitar song was a mashup of Should Have Said No and I Did Something Bad. So she just went, the vibes are great, and now the vibes are depressing.
Damn.
In terms of personal connections, I love this song. I remember like distinctly watching this music video a lot when I was in middle school. It's a great music video. I just realized I didn't write down any notes about it, but basically it's about realizing that you're like the other woman and like having this cute little, like the first couple like verses of the song shows like her and like this guy and they're like cuddling on their couch and they're being all cutesy, and then at the bridge, she goes to his house and then his girlfriend walks out of the house and she realizes like, oh, not only is he cheating on me, I'm the one he's cheating on his like long-term girlfriend with. It's devastating. And then there's a scene of Taylor just like crumpled up piece of paper lying there.
Wow. Full body sob, Sadie Sink style.
Yeah, she's like straight up like she's crying and she's like curled up like against the wall. Like it's very dramatic and I love it. And now we'll just get into the lyrics. Overall, the song is just like the classic case of a shitty guy that you gave too many chances to, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, no, it's done. Like this, I'm finally done for real. And then he realizes like, oh no, I'm losing my grip on this like control of the situation. I can't manipulate you anymore. And so I'm going to grovel and beg, but it's not going to work because she's over it. Say you're sorry. That face of an angel comes out just when you need it to. I love how right away it's just like we're in this story immediately. You're hearing him say sorry and you're like seeing this like face of an angel, like the puppy dog eye kind of thing of like, you can kind of tell right away that like it isn't genuine because that face of an angel comes out just when you need it to. It's like you're apologizing so suddenly you're all sweet and angelic and perfect, but like be so for real.
Right, right.
Because he had to do something to apologize for to have to make the angelic face. Like he knows that his words aren't going to be enough to win her over because he messed up. Mm-hmm. And so he has to try for the schmoozing.
The schmooze.
The schmooze. As I paced back and forth all this time, because I honestly believed in you. Ouch. That like genuine, honest belief in someone that really can only happen with like your first time getting your heart broken. Of like, because the first time that you fall in love, you can kind of fall fully into it in a way that later on you can't because you always have like a little bit of a guard up, you know, where like, you know how much you're getting your heart broken will hurt. So you kind of like hold back a little bit.
Yeah.
But like that first time, oof.
Yeah. You have no reason to be afraid.
Exactly. So like, you know, pace back and forth all the time because I honestly believed in you. He was over there making his apologies, like, but all she can think about is the fact that he hurt her so bad and how much she wanted to believe that he wouldn't do that to her and that he would be there for her and that he loved her. But now, like, you know, the veil is off of her eyes. She can see clearly the situation, and the situation is that he sucks.
And when I close my eyes, I see you for what you really are, which is ugly.
I always forget the witches.
It's okay.
You know, I got my witches and I forget my witch is. Holding on. The days drag on. Again, she believed in him. She held out that hope. But then the days kept going and she realized like, oh, he's not going to like reach out first, whatever it is. She probably, I mean, clearly this is like she ended things And now he's like, oh no. But before, like, he might have been doing, this kind of gives like the vibe of like he was giving the silent treatment. And then once she was just like, yeah, this sucks and I don't want to date you anymore because that's really manipulative and shitty.
Right.
And then he's just like, no, but I'm so pretty and I love you, maybe. I assume that's about how it went.
Right.
Stupid girl, I should have known. I should have known.
Oh, no. No.
Like, when you fall in love for that first time, again, like, and you get your heart broken that first time, you're like, of course this is going to happen. Like, I'm not the exception to the rule of, like, that idea of, like, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. Of, like, somebody's actions speak a lot louder than their words. And if this guy keeps treating you shitty, he's probably a shitty guy.
Yeah.
And, like, when you're in it, it's so easy to, like, get swept up in the romance and the love and the blah, blah, blah. And then afterwards, you're like, that was so fucking stupid. Why did I let myself get manipulated like that?
Well, that's the thing, is it's so easy to blame yourself and think that you were stupid and say, I let myself get into that situation.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is. Like, when you're in it, you want to just believe
Exactly.
in
like,
the person.
She honestly believed in him, and it's a reflection on him, not her. But
yeah. But that's not how it feels.
Yeah. And I also love that, like, the verses lead into the chorus of, like, I should have known that I'm not a princess. This ain't a fairy tale.
Ugh.
And, like, obviously the fairy tale imagery is all over Fearless and even Speak Now. And here she's saying, like, she knows that she isn't in a fairy tale because there is no fairy tale in which this happens. Like, it's kind of like when you're watching a movie and something happens that, like, breaks your immersion.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's happening here. It's just she's realized, like, oh, this is not the story that I was making it in my head, and everything is terrible, and I've let it go on for longer than I wanted because I was making up ways to make this okay. Delulu Girls Rise. I'm not the one you'll sweep off her feet, lead her up the stairwell. Maybe someday he'll sweep someone off their feet, but she knows that it's not going to be her. And, like, in the context of the music video and being the other woman is, like, very, like, foolish one coded of I'll get your longing glances, but she'll get your ring.
It also reminds me of The Other Side of the Door.
Yeah.
With you carried me up the stairs or whatever.
Yeah. Carry me from your car up the stairs and I broke down crying. Was it worth this? Okay. This ain't Hollywood. This is a small town. You know, like, making up with someone in this big dramatic grand fashion is very Hollywood, very fairy tale, but, like, they're not in Hollywood. They're not in this, like, place that has a million stories written about it. They're just in a small town.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about, like, someplace like New York City or Hollywood or wherever, like, there's so many stories that take place there because it's this huge, amazing place. But then a small town, it's like, I don't know, like my book that I wrote is set in Rochester, and, like, people from Rochester get really excited because nobody writes stories about Rochester.
Right, right.
So it's like, this is a small town. No one's gonna, like, fairy tales don't happen here. I was a dreamer before you went and let me down.
Ow.
To live for the hope of it all.
Oh.
She had dreams that maybe, like, her first love would be her forever love, and, like, love wouldn't be mean to her, but that illusion shattered right along with her heart. Bum, bum. Now it's too late for you and your white horse to come around. He can't come and save her because he's the one who, like, put her in distress in the first place. Like, yes, she is a damsel in distress, but the guy who, you know, he pulled her out of the tower and then she fell and he went, I'm gonna go.
Right, right.
And then if he comes sweeping back in later with his white horse, it's like, okay, well, you still did this in the first place.
Yeah.
And now verse 2. Maybe I was naive, got lost in your eyes. Like, it's one of the first appearances of her saying, like, maybe it was this.
Yeah.
But here, like, she does not say, like, maybe it was you at all. Like, this song is purely like, maybe I was naive. Maybe it's all my fault. Maybe I just, like, got lost in your eyes and I got, you know, caught up in things and didn't let myself see the reality of the situation because I wanted to believe the nice things you were saying, and I wanted to believe that, like, this was my fairy tale romance.
Yeah.
So got lost in your eyes and never really had a chance. Like, she was so naive that she never stood a chance against the manipulation tactics or whatever toxic things happened in this relationship, whether it was cheating or just, like, him being generally shitty. She had, like, no defenses against falling in love with him, and then no defenses against getting her heart broken by him. My mistake. I didn't know to be in love, you had to fight to have the upper hand. Oh, banger of a line. Banger of a line.
Wow.
Like, shots fired. This idea of that, like, love is this power struggle of who's going to be, like, winning. It's so toxic. And I love that she, like, clocked it and called it out right away. She's like, oh, I didn't know to be in love, you had to, like, fight to have the upper hand. Oh.
Right.
I had so many dreams about you and me. Happy endings. Like, oh, that first heartbreak when you're just, like, first heartbreak, pre-first heartbreak, first love. When you're just, like, daydreaming about everything and, like, all you can imagine is all the ways that your lives could, like, be together and how happy you're going to be and all this stuff. And then it's like, oh, wait.
I feel like this song directly leads into You're on Your Own, Kid.
It really does.
Like, summer went away, still the yearning stays.
Exactly. And there's just one that could make me stay. But he fucked up, so then she leaves.
Wow.
Well, there's lyric later that even more.
Okay.
So, yeah. So many dreams about you and me, happy endings. Now I know. Like, at the end of the first verse, she's saying, stupid girl, you should have known. And here she's saying, like, now I do know. Like, I was stupid and I didn't know that this would happen. And now I can't unknow that this would happen.
Yeah. You said some things that I can't unabsorb.
Exactly. And so then it leads into, now I know that I'm not a princess. Because, like, before it was like, oh, you should have known that, like, you weren't going to be the exception. But it's like, now I know for sure. Like, I am no one's girl at home. I am no one's, I can't say the word exception.
It's hard.
In Girl at Home, she says, I am no one's exception. This I have previously learned.
And in Foolish One.
Yeah.
I am not the exception. Or you are not the exception.
So now the bridge. And there you are on your knees. Like, the big dramatic gesture to try to get her back. Like, literally on his knees begging. Like, what if you just didn't do anything wrong in the first place?
Yeah.
I think that would actually be a much better plan.
It's also so interesting because in Love Story, he knelt to the ground.
Yeah.
And pulled out a ring and said, in this one, she's just like, come on, seriously?
And there you are on your knee. Oh, that actually makes one. We'll pin in that.
I'm pinned.
We're unpinning it in just a second, but one other line first. Okay. Begging for forgiveness, begging for me. Okay, then beg. Like, and it's just so dramatic. Like, he's on his knees, he's begging for forgiveness, he's begging for me, just like I always wanted. And so the got down on his knees and said,
yeah.
So it's like she wanted him on his knees, but to propose, not to beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
And it's also like she wanted him to want her so bad that he would beg to be with her. But the only way that that could ever possibly happen was he first had to, like, break her heart and fuck up really bad first. And then she's like, I have always wanted you to want me this much. Why did you not want me this much before you fucked everything up?
Yeah.
Because also it's like, if you actually wanted me this much, you wouldn't have done whatever it is you did that made me break up with you. And now she's saying, like, oh, this is a manipulation tactic. And then this leads into the chorus, but in a fun new way. So, just like I always wanted, but I'm so sorry, 'cause I'm not your princess. So, like, the first one's like, I should have known that I'm not your princess. The second one is, I know that I'm not your princess. And so now it's like, I'm so sorry, 'cause I'm not your princess. Like, we are not meant to be. And the fact that you're groveling and saying we're meant to be together, like, that doesn't change the fact that this is never going to work because of how you've treated me. Like, you can't, once trust is broken, it's really hard to regain it. And it'll never be exactly like it was before. Like, you can't unbreak someone's heart.
Yeah.
So it's like, 'cause I'm not your princess. Like, I should have known. I know now. She's, like, saying this to him now. Like, I'm so sorry, 'cause I'm not your princess. Like, it's never going to work out. And then she changes the lyrics to the chorus to make it so good and very yo-yo coded. 'Cause I'm not your princess. This ain't a fairy tale. I'm going to find someone someday who might actually treat me well.
Wow.
And, like, this, I fucking love this lyric change so much. She turns it from saying, like, she's not going to be the one that he's going to, like, sweep off her feet and carry up the stairwell. And now it's just like, I'm going to find someone who might treat me like that, and it's not going to be you.
I'll find someone from So Long London.
Yeah. this is a big world. That was a small town. It's very kind of like 15 coded of like, you'll do things greater than dating the guy on the football team. And like realizing that, you know, there's just one that could make me stay. But now there's nothing that can make you stay because it's just like the world is so much bigger than the first guy that breaks your heart.
Yeah.
Or girl or non-binary person, et cetera, et cetera. They're in my rear view mirror disappearing now. So like, he was almost like the last holdout of her, this old version of her, and he was the last thing that she was holding on to. But as she outgrew the old version of herself, she slowly outgrew him and like realized like, oh, actually these things that he's doing aren't okay, and like I need to walk away. And now he's groveling, but like, okay, then beg. And it's too late for you and your white horse. Before the chorus was to come around, but now it's too late for you and your white horse to catch me now.
Wow.
He can't come around with his white horse because she's already gone. Like he's showing up to the house and there's like a sold sign on the front lawn and he's just like, what do you mean? And he can't catch up to her because she's so far ahead and she's so far behind. Like he's so far behind her. He's on a horse. She's like in a plane and she's like, really? You think you're going to catch me on a fucking horse? Really? A horse?
I'm sorry. Just the image of her driving away and he's literally on a horse behind her. Like, but I rented a horse for you.
And she's like, okay, then date the horse. My discussion question is, what was something that someone said to you after a breakup that was like trying to get back together with you, but you were already like over them enough that it just kind of like gave you the ick? And like, you know that if you still were kind of like in their thrall, you would have fallen for it. But because you're over it, you're just like, oh my God, shut up.
Look at me, I'm going to share a personal story.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a boyfriend once in time at some point. And after we broke up, I really saw the relationship in a much different light, and I won't get into why, but I remember him being like, I don't understand. Like, our relationship was so good. We had so much in common. And I was like, we didn't, though.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, tell me what we have in common. And he couldn't name anything because we didn't.
Yeah. And it's also like that thing of, you've seen all the Harry Potter movies. I don't like Harry Potter. What do you mean you've seen all the movies?
I made you watch them.
Exactly. It's like that idea of like the things you have in common is like because you were trying to be a good partner and like be interested in things that they liked, but in reality, like they didn't reciprocate it.
Yeah. It was just, and I remember that very distinctly. It's just like both of us kind of had the glass shattered.
I do have a story. Oh, I had been seeing this girl, and then after we kind of like ended things, she was like, I'm ending things because I just like you so much. And I'm like, that just gave me the ick so bad that like it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll do it. It's too late for you and your white horse to come around.
Whoa, whoa,
I don't even like horses.
Whoa, whoa. Fuck your horse.
I actually am very neutral about horses.
They kind of scare me. Not gonna lie.
They're big. They're really big.
They're
and they can hurt you. Like
they can. And they have.
Without meaning to.
Yeah.
Does that make me not want to ride them majestically like Mia Thermopolis side saddle style?
Fake leg and all?
Fake leg and all?
Oh, I just rewatched The Princess Diaries 2.
That's why I brought it up.
And then I was like, this is so good that I'm going to write it into my book. And then I wrote it into a future scene in the book because I was like, I just want Princess Diaries 2 to be part of this.
Dude, that
and watch the Princess Diaries 2 of it all get edited out and the rest of the scene stays.
Still the yearning stays.
Exactly.
It's like even when that's gone, the memory of the Princess Diaries 2 will still be there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah. No, I get it.
Wah.
Wah.
Make all the boy must go. Wah. And that's White Horse.
Wow. And that's on horses. Horses, colors, heartbreak, and the passage of time. That's what we talked about today.
Mm-hmm. All right. So my hint song for our next episode, which will be in 2 weeks, we're sticking to that schedule for at least the summer, is Coping on Unemployment by Del Water Gap.
Mine, this is a camp one. The Ballad of the Witches Road. From
down the road, down the Witches Road.
From Agatha All Along.
Banger.
That's my hint song for next week. It should be a good one. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you to our Swiftest tier patrons, Bethany, M. September, Ashley, Liam, Chelsea, Dominic. Yeah.
The Patreon is paused for at least the summer.
Yeah.
But
I'm still mentioning you guys because you guys rock and we love you.
You guys are all cool.
If you want to follow us, you can do so on Instagram at Swiftlore Pod.
And on TikTok at Swiftlore Pod.
Love to see it. And so, we'll be back in 2 weeks. I think that about does it.
Yeah. And during those 2 weeks, if you want to like give us a little 5-star review, that would be very cool and very slay of you.
Very cool and very slay. We got one that made me very emo. I read it on my birthday and it was like so sweet and so great.
It was so sweet.
So thank you to guys who've done it already. Thank you for everyone who listens and who have been giving us little flexibility time and making our uploads less often. And none of that really was the proper English, but I said it anyway. And
you know, the vibes were there.
Yeah. So there you go.
And that's the vibes.
I see our pizza.
Crispy high five?
Crispy high five and pizza time. Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was good. Let's eat pizza.
Bye.
Bye.